Hello everyone, welcome to SG1 Sports 101 here today. I am your host, the Trick Forensic, and today I am doing my 2025-2026 college football playoff quarterfinals bold predictions for each game in the quarterfinals. Now before we jump into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, including hitting that notification button for more videos. This video is brought to you by Kaioken, coming our studios Predictons in 2025. So let's get on to my predictions. So tomorrow on December 31st, New Year's Eve at 4:30 p.m. on ESPN, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, we have a Goodyear Cotton Bowl. The Miami Hurricanes, number 10 in the college football playoff rankings, facing number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are favored by -9.5, and I am taking Ohio State to win the game and to cover the -9.5 point spread. I trust Miami, but I think Ohio State pulls this off. I don't see Ohio State losing unless the true freshman quarterback Julian Sagan gets injured, but I think Matt Patricia shuts them out. And these are the 5 keys to victory, a couple by each team. The first one is, which I think will happen, is Miami will earn 4 sacks and 4 tackle for losses in this loss. He will get 4 sacks and 2 TFLs on defense in this loss. Because Miami is a good team, but I just think they're going to be overwhelmed by Matt Patricia. And Ohio State's defense will only allow 3.5 yards per carry. Matt Patricia is really good defensive coordinator. They shut out Wisconsin earlier this season. They shut out Texas in the beginning of the season and defeated Texas. I think the score was like 14-7 or something like that. And they've been holding teams to under 15 points a game. They have the best defense in all of the FBS and college football. I think they will advance to the semifinals and play in the Fiesta Bowl. My third key to victory, or my third bold prediction, is both quarterbacks will have at least 1 turnover, 1 on offense and 1 on defense. I don't think that they're gonna turn it over more than 1 interception. I think Ohio State will win turnover on offense and 1 turnover on defense. Maybe a blocked field goal. Miami will probably have 1 turnover on offense, 1 turnover on defense. That's what Miami did at Texas A&M in College Station in round 1. It's my third bold prediction. And Ohio State will score 20 plus points in this game. They will outdo the Miami Hurricanes. I think that Miami will also score 10 or less points in this game. And I don't think I think this will be a very low scoring game. I think Ohio State, and this is just my predictions, I think that Ohio State will win 21-9 or 21-10. I just don't think that Ohio State will lose this game. Miami might have a good veteran quarterback in Carson Beck, who I believe has an average completion percentage of 75%, which is top 5 in the FBS, but yeah, I look at Ohio State winning and covering the 9.5 point spread and going to the semifinals in the Global Fiesta Bowl. They got one of the best defenses in the country besides the Indiana Hoosiers. So yeah, that's my prediction. Always Ohio State will win if they win the turnover battle, which I think they will. I think the rush yard attempts on defense will be 3 to 3.5 yards per rush on defense. They will allow that. And the third down percentage on offense and defense will be excellent. Again, I got Ohio State winning this game and they'll get your Cotton Bowl, and they will win at a final score of 21-10. Well, Miami would have pulled off the upset, which I highly doubt that. They would have to win the turnover battle. They'd have to go with tempo, and they have to win the third down percentage on defense. That's my predictions for the Ohio State-Miami game, the first of 4 quarterfinal videos. Ohio State winning, advancing to the Fiesta Bowl on January 9th. Yeah, so that's the first quarterfinal video. Before I move on to the Capital One Orange video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button for more videos. And please watch more of my videos. I want you guys to feel happy. So yeah, let's move on to the Capital One Orange Bowl. So in Oregon and Texas Tech, this is probably the hardest game for me to predict, because Oregon's one of the best defenses and offenses in FBS and in the Big Ten. Texas Tech, they've been blowing everybody off. All of the wins have been by 20 plus. They have 70 plus explosive plays, second in FBS. Oregon has about 60 explosive plays at the third in the FBS. I think, and this is just me being honest, I think Oregon wins and covers the game. The spread is -2.5. I think Oregon wins and covers the game and wins by 3 points or more. So, bold prediction number 1. Texas Tech wins time of possession. That'll be very key for Texas Tech to win the game, to have long sustained drives on offense. And if they want to win this game, they'll have to do that. Also, Texas Tech has to have the best rushing defense in the country, where they have 68.5 points yards per carry. But they have to hold Oregon to under 100. They want to win this game, because they're landing in Oregon in the past 2 seasons, scoring 100 or more rush yards, or 25-0 over the past 2 seasons. So yeah, Texas Tech holds 68.5, but if they allow more than 100, then they're gonna lose this game. For Oregon will have two 40-plus yard touchdowns, and it will win because of these. Oregon is not dangerous just on the ground, but also in the air. So Oregon will win the game if they have two or more 40-plus yard touchdown drives or touchdowns, and will win because of them. And for Texas Tech and Oregon in my fourth bold prediction for this game, we have Texas Tech and the Oregon Ducks having 8+ combined sacks. For both teams will be under tons of pressure. You saw in the Big 12 championship game how much pressure Texas Tech put on BYU. I bet Texas Tech's gonna put a lot of pressure on Dante Moore and his offensive line. And Oregon's O-line will be under tons of pressure because Texas Tech has the best defense in the country, and I think that Texas Tech and Oregon have 8+ combined sacks in this game. I think that there'll be a lot of guard and all sort of bad stuff on their jersey. Yeah, that's my bold prediction number 4. My bold prediction number 5 is that the over-under total for this game is 52.5. I think it'll go under 52 points. I think it'll go over 52, maybe. You never know. I think it'll go under. But I think the final score for this game, and I could be wrong, will be Oregon 24 and Texas Tech 21. I think this will be a low-scoring game, and I think Oregon will win this game. Texas Tech will win if the both upset. They will need to limit opponent time of possession, limit opponent touchdowns to field goals instead of touchdowns. The blitz rate will have to be massive. Without the blitz on over 65% of the plays, and you will have to limit big plays. As for Oregon will win if they limit penalties on offense and defense, win the turnover battle, and win the rushing game. Because as I said, Oregon's 25-0 the past 2 seasons when they rushed over 100+ yards. So yeah, I got Oregon winning 24-21 in a very low-scoring game, and I think it'll go on for 52 combined points. So that's my second quarterfinal video, and I think Oregon will advance to the Fiesta Bowl, or the Peach Bowl rather, on January 8th at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ESPN. So this game that I'm about to bring up next is gonna probably be one of the biggest games of the season, but I think that it's gonna be a good game. Before I go on to the third game, I want to please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, including hitting that notification button for more videos. Let's keep going. So I got the All-State Sugar Bowl for 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. The money line is Georgia minus 6.5. I got Georgia winning and covering the game and winning by 7 or more. Now, Ole Miss has never been to the playoffs. They have a new coach in Pete Golding. He has never coached a game for Ole Miss. He's I believe, the defensive coordinator for Ole Miss until Lane Kiffin went to LSU. My first board prediction is Ole Miss will rush under 100 yards, or Georgia's D lineman shuts down Miss's O lineman. I don't think Ole Miss will have 100-yard rusher, but if they have 100-yard rusher, then they'll probably win the game. That would be the running backs. But only one player off Ole Miss can, if they go over 100 plus, will win this game. But yeah, that's my first bold prediction. My second bold prediction for this game is Georgia will have 3+ sacks and 3+ TFLs. Georgia's lineman will shut down Ole Miss and will win the game. Because defense wins championships, and I think that's what's going to happen. Georgia's defense is one of the best defenses out of the 8 teams remaining, along with Indiana, Ohio State, and Oregon. They're all both top 15 in the FBS, and I think that Georgia will win and play in Fiesta Bowl against Ohio State in the semifinals on January 9th at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ESPN. But yeah, my third board prediction is Georgia will rush for 275+ yards and will milk the clock. Georgia's never had a 200+ yard rushing game in several seasons, and I think they'll finally do that, and I think they will dominate Ole Miss. Now, my fifth and final board prediction is Georgia wins by 10+, and Georgia quarterback Kirby Smart will be too much for Pete Golding and his offensive line and defense. I think Kirby Smart has learned a lesson when he beat Texas in 2024 SEC title game and got a bye and then got destroyed by Notre Dame. I think that this game will be a blowout and it will be tied by 10+ points. I'm expecting this game to be a high-scoring game, so that's what my assumption is. Yeah, if Ole Miss wants to win this game, they'll have to win by winning the turnover battle, tempo, and third down conversion percentage on defense and offense. Yeah, that's the only way I see them really winning. And Georgia, the only things they gotta do in this game is milk the clock, win time of possession, big plays on offense and defense, and touchdowns, not field goals. And Gunnar Stockton must be clutch in certain times of the game. Now, my final score in the over-under, I think, was like 56.5 or something, according to the analytics. I got this game being a high-scoring game, and I got Georgia winning 38-28. I think this would be a high-scoring game. And that's my prediction on the Georgia Ole Miss game on January 1st, 2026, in the All-State Sugar Bowl. And that game, remember, is at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern on ESPN on January 1st, 2026. The last game I am going to predict and give my bold predictions is the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. I think that IU win, and they are favored by 7.5 against Alabama, and I think IU wins and will cover the 7.5 point spread. The fourth bold prediction is Bama will have 0 or negative rushing yards. Indiana's run defense crushes Bama's ground game. Now, Indiana has the best rushing defense in the nation. They hold opponents to like under 80 rush yards per game. That's top 5 in the FBS. And Alabama has the worst rushing offense in the nation. Well, one of them, in fact, they're like 70th in the FBS in rush yards per game. Now, if Alabama wants to win this game, they will have to run the ball. I don't think they can do that. It's probably going to be raining down in Pasadena. But I don't think Bama can run the ball, and I think that Indiana wins this game by that. My second bold prediction is that Alabama's quarterback Ty Simpson will be sacked 5 or more times. Even without Daly, IU's pass rush will win big. I think that Bama will be not good enough against IU's defensive line. I think that all of Indiana's defense will destroy Bama and will make Ty Simpson, the quarterback for Alabama, run for his life and turn over the ball and all of that. So that's why I also got Indiana defeating Alabama in this year's Rose Bowl. The third bold prediction I have is Indiana wins by 10 plus points and covers the spread because they are the best team in this quarterfinals. So Indiana just defeated the number 1 team in the nation, the former number 1 team in the nation, Ohio State in the Big Ten title game. They turned over Julian Sayin multiple times, and I think they will win, and they will play Oregon in a rematch in the 2026 Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl semifinals game. The fourth bold prediction, and I know this sounds crazy, but Indiana will run for 200 plus yards due to the rain. Yeah, I know it's probably gonna rain in Pasadena. I don't think it's gonna be a sunny day. So I got Indiana winning by 10 plus and covering the spread. And the last bold prediction is Indiana will only turn it over 1 time or not at all. I think Indiana is the best team in the entire playoff field. I think the top 4 teams I think will win it all is Indiana at 1, Ohio State at 3, Oregon and Indiana at 1, Ohio State at 2, Oregon at 3, then Georgia at 4. Those are my top 4 teams making it to the national title game at Hard Rock Stadium But I think Indiana will be the one most likely to beat Oregon, but I don't think they'll beat Oregon, but I think they might have a chance. These are my bold predictions for the college football playoff quarterfinals of 2025-2026. I'll come out with another video sometime next week for the semi-final prediction videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Dietrich Verdendrick of SG1 Sports Riddle 1 signing out. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching my videos. If we get 1,000 likes on one of these new videos, that'd be great. And yeah, Happy New Year's, and see you guys in 2026. Kaioken Kaiohama Studios Productions 2025 signing out.